Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Missouri's offense is up first today. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today. There's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yeah, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets everything into place, gets the offense out of jams, does it in pressure situations. He's the arms and legs of this offensive system, but also the heart of this team.
When the tackle is made, the screen pass there produces a solid gain. Second down after that completion. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Tackled at the 32, that's enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Great move in the open field. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. The shotgun handoff here. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Quick throw to his receiver, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down, and he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Missouri! We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
Here comes the point after attempt. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. The Bulldogs offense out there for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Backed up here, second and long from the 15. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense makes the stop after the completion. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? And to begin the drive here, set up at the 30. On first and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Heading left after the handoff. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here. And Kirk, it's Missouri with the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Georgia, 0. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Hit as he released it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. Punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Dump off caught by the running back. He's found some room at the 45. They keep the drive going. It's a first down of the 46.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And When you play in Athens for this Georgia offense, they've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Looking to pass here on second down. Trying to extend the play. Escapes the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Out of the shotgun, you'll hand it off. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
On third and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Trying to run it in. The defense stops him close to the goal line, but not in. 4th and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And they tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he fires the football to the right side. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Here's the point after attempt. PAT puts him in front by 7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the catch. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And he knocks through the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? They'll run it from the gun. Brought down to the 23. Good enough for a first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Finally brought down, but the gain moves it to the 44. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. The offense really clicking here. First down, looking to throw the football. And now another deep ball here. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to bring this out 2 yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. The back's got it. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made of the play at the 29-yard line. Mizzou's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, for many, this is the best conference in all of football, and the first half of this SEC championship was filled with excitement and incredible pageantry. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the much-anticipated conclusion of the SEC championship.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. It's a nice gain. They'll move the football up to the 27.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
And looking to throw now on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
They got some ground to make up, 2nd and long from the 15. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now. The Bulldogs will have to punt this one away. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And that sets up a return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Oh, look at the quick cut.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Finding some room at the 25. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And now here comes the point after attempt. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. He should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? He's running out of time here. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackle made after the completion. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Got the first down, now looking for more. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game to get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive.
And the junior able to get home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Defense is coming after him. And the pass rush has got him again, back-to-back sacks.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on the quarterback there. That was a strong safety sneaking in. I don't think the quarterback saw him, and eventually he comes home with a sack.
So bad plays on first and second down puts him in a tough spot here. Third and very long. And the running back takes the handoff. Makes the defender miss. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's fourth down. The Dogs will send the punt team onto the field. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the Missouri offense back out onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pass is caught. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're snapping the ball near the goal line, but the defense does a good job of thinking, hey, guys, let's force the incompletion. Force them into going for 3, and let's not give up 6. They did their job there.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And it's picked off in the end zone.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Caught in the flat by the running back. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Running back grabs it on a screen. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. And Kirk gets Missouri with the lead here. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the 1st down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play. Dogs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Dogs are moving quickly down the field.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs. This will be fun. Strange things happen when the conference championship trophy is on the line. One possession game, 4th quarter. Who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Now all of a sudden we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
And he's tackled just short of the 25. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
It's a great play for the offense, but let's give all the credit to the offensive line for that play. The quarterback makes the throw, but he couldn't have done it without the time that they provided.
2nd and 10 here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. 2nd down, looking to throw it. On the tight end, grabs it over the middle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's got it right near the end zone. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now 1st and goal. Now timeout is called to talk some strategy on this very important drive. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And the returner is brought down.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. So the ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves back up inside their own 10. Bringing pressure. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. At the 20. Touchdown, Georgia. This quarterback on fire today. So a huge score, but now with the conference championship on the line, they got to get the ball back and score again.
This may decide the result of the conference championship right here. All of the focus is going to be on the special teams units. Who's going to get this onside kick?
And the Hams team able to recover the football. Here comes the Missouri offense back out onto the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Motion now from the tight end. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
They'll test the right side here. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Keeping it on the ground here. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.